Hey everyone, this is Lisa from Life in Layouts, and today I have a sketch using the Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, sketch number 1. This is the sketch. It was created by Jessie, and I am going to take this one-page sketch and turn it into a double-page layout. I'm going to be using this Beach Days collection from Echo Park, and I have the collection, and then I also picked up like the paper pad from Tuesday Morning a while ago, so I have some like single-sided papers as well. What I'm going to do is on the left hand side, I'm sort of going to follow the sketch, but I'm going to expand that paper on the left all the way to the right. I was going to have the bigger part on the left hand side, but I do end up changing that here in just a moment. So over on the very far left hand side of the sketch, there are 2 strips and there's a centerpiece as well. So I'm going to use that with the stripe paper and then some surfboards. And then on the right hand side of the paper, all I really did was just kind of take the sketch and expand it out so that the pieces that are on the right hand side of the sketch, I'm going to flow from the left hand side of the layout to the right hand side and then pull in the pattern paper that's on the very far right hand side of the sketch. Hopefully that makes sense. I started out with these 8 photos. I then decided that I needed to cut them down a little bit more. I wanted to have more space showing, and these photos are of my nephews and my mom at the beach, and my mom is basically like kind of pushing them on the boogie board so that they can ride the waves. I'm just really trying to teach them like when to start going when you're riding the boogie boards. They are pros at it now. We've been doing it for so long, but we definitely had a little bit of coaching to begin with. So once I get all the paper down, then I realized that I wanted a kind of a pattern paper over on the far left to separate the stripe and the surfboard. So I just went ahead and cut out the same kind of teal wood grain paper, and then I used my border punch to cut a small, it's really just like a 1/4 inch. It reminds me a lot of like the border strips that are on sticker sheets and things like that. So I end up getting 10 photos on this layout by using the grid style. So the grid style from the sketch of the 4 photos, and then I really just kind of expanded that right along with the layout itself. So if you take a look at the sketch, and if you think about almost really putting like a 12 by 12 piece of paper in the middle of the sketch, like kind of cutting the sketch in half, putting a 12 by 12 piece of paper in the center of it, and that's really kind of what I did with this sketch, and I really like the way that this turned out. So I used a surfboard from the sticker sheet, and I put that up on fun foam. I really wanted to use that Volkswagen van, but I just couldn't make it work. So I did pull out this Volkswagen little buggy, punch buggy is what we call them, or slug bugs. So with a surfboard on the top of it as well. And I used some fun foam to kind of connect those 2 pieces together. And then my title is just going to be Surfs Up. I'm using it just from a sticker sheet, real simple. These photos, I have a ton of photos from this particular day on the beach, so I don't feel like I need to have like a ton of information on it. It's really just them kind of practicing on their little boogie boards. I pulled out the ephemera pieces from this collection as well, and I did put a surfboard up at the top right, and then from the ephemera pieces I'm going to use that little brown tag. I am going to eventually put the date with just a date stamp on it. But what I decided to do was go ahead and put the chipboard piece down to the square piece, and then just add the ATG behind it as well as some liquid glue on that chipboard piece as well. So once I get that down, then I'm going to go ahead and just add this little tag that says beach. I am going to put that up on fun foam and add it right next to the surfboard and kind of on the bottom of that wood grain piece where I'm going to put the date in just a minute. As I'm adding this little summer chipboard piece, I do want to encourage you guys to follow along with anybody that is playing along with Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. This one is going up super late. It was actually supposed to go up yesterday, and I'm going to put it up today. I'm not really following along a whole lot. I am going to have one tomorrow, and then our Disney one goes up on the 4th, so I'll have that one as well. But life has just kind of gotten away from me, and I haven't been able to really dedicate some time to get in here and do those sketches. The videos that I have been posting have been older videos, or I'm just kind of trying to keep up, and I don't want to get behind or feel like I'm stressed with it, because I feel like that's going to cause me to not want to scrapbook and not want to get in my scrapbook room. So I did go ahead and pull out my embellishment books and pulled out a couple of pieces to just add some pieces to the clusters. I found these little stars in the yellow and orange, and I added both of those to the top and bottom clusters. I really only have 2 clusters kind of framing these photos. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my enamel shapes in blue and add one to each one of them. I did also add some brads to it in orange, and then I'm going to add a yellow enamel dot as well as an orange enamel dot, and then that's really it, guys. Here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. I love when sketches help me pull a layout together really quickly. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layout inspiration, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.